between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Pass to Hurley's intercepted. They'll get there and pick it. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A shotgun snap for Herbert. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench into what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. Oh, bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took it.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Now he's forced out left. And he's going to keep it here. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Bridgewater. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Joey Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Not only is Joey Bosa a real load off of the edge, but his technical expertise really knocks offensive tackles off balance. 11.5 sacks last season. His goal each and every year, not just to lead his team, not just to lead the league, but to beat out his own brother Nick Bosa, who has 9 sacks with the San Francisco 49ers in 2019. Yeah, good game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well, but you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Third and goal for Bridgewater. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Joey Bosa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yards to the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play action. It's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To throw is Bridgewater. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And his kick is good. The flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Michael Batchley to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and he'll go deep.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First down.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 23. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2nd down.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater, sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
16 yards.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own. And he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked him.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Complete.
Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost. offense is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert.
So far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take him down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year. Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard after the 39.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they work this out past the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Herbert throwing again. Here as he's taken down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 32 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Second and 15 now. Bridgewater. His throw incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's third down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Yeah, that's the 43. When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space, but the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all 2018 due to injury. If he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Herbert. Henry's got it. Out on the left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Herbert on first down now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
37-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a first and 10. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Second and 7. Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. To throw, Bridgewater. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's Bridgewater. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years. So he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, McCaffrey. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
To Curtis Samuel.
Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And it's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And we'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On the 7-yard line.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrod Taylor keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Chargers 24, Panthers 17. For the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They're a little bouncing their step.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Bridgewater. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
This is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
42-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And running with power here. And he'll go down, but now before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
7-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And they set up the screen. That's complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Taylor, he's going to keep it on the option. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Throw outside, McCaffrey's got it. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Herbert has it knocked free. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Herbert off of play action. He's going to wind up and air it out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Cornelder. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. the ground, McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Again, McCaffrey. And that play's not going to get him in as he stops right at about the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll try to punch it into Davis. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Mike Davis. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Chargers 27, Panthers 24.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Now Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop it for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the 1st down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Begin their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is fine in practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.